Hey, Anya here from Anya's Reviews. We're talking today about the Lems Boulder boot. Lems has a bunch of different kinds of Boulder boots. There's some vegan options. There's even a new one that's mid-height, a little bit lower than this. I chose the waterproof version. It's leather. It's $165. It comes in men's and women's. I chose this one because, for one, I love the color of it. It's the only one that comes in this really weathered kind of earthy brown, and because it's pretty wet where I live and snowy throughout the winter, and I wanted to have something that would be really functional for me. So I've worn these on a few different hikes in the forest and then also just around town. The fit is great. They recommend going up a half size, which I did. I normally would buy a 7 in this type of a shoe. I got a 7.5, and it is plenty spacious. I can wear my toe socks, I can wear my wool socks. My toes do not feel cramped at all. So I would echo that advice, go up a half size. It's a 13mm stack height sole. This is a little thicker than I usually prefer. I'm usually pretty minimal with my soles. I like really thin, flexible soles. The shoe is still flexible, but it's just a little bit thicker and sturdier than I'm used to wearing. The leather is really nice, and it's already getting some of that natural scarring that I actually really like. The leather didn't require any breaking in. I never got any blisters or anything like that. It's pretty soft to begin with. It is padded around here, but there's some boning in the back, and it does feel a little bit stiff around my ankle. So when I was hiking, I didn't like the feeling of this tight. I wanted it to move with my leg and my foot a little bit better. The outsole doesn't have great traction for outdoor rugged wear. It seems to be more of like a light work boot or everyday city urban stuff, maybe some mild outdoor wear, but I wouldn't really recommend this for like an intense hike, especially loose gravel, rain, mud, that sort of thing. I think that it would be a little bit slippery. I did have an opportunity to test the waterproofing, and it held up pretty well. I do want to test it over time because sometimes that waterproofing can wear off, but I was in a puddle up to here, just standing in it a couple different times actually, and no water came in, and I didn't do anything to it. I didn't treat the shoe or do anything to it after. I just let it dry, and it just dried like this. So this is after hiking in the forest, lots of rain, and this is how the shoe looks. It does have a removable insole if you want more space, and it fits a low to high volume foot. So I have a low volume foot. I can tighten the laces, wear the insole, but you can see that there's some depth to the shoe, so that if you have a thicker, higher volume foot, you should still be able to wear it. It is a gusseted tongue, no speed hooks. I know some people complain about that because it's easier to get the shoes on and off with speed hooks. It is attached, and the attached part of the tongue ends right here. So that means that water could come up to here without getting in your shoe. Above that, it could come in through here. One of the things that I like best about Lems Boulder boots is that they look just like your classic hiking boot. They have a really awesome mainstream look, and yet they are going to be much better for your feet than the traditional hiking boot or even rugged boot, because it has no heel, it's spacious in the toe, and it's flexible. So overall, I think they're pretty cool. In the caption, I'm going to put a link directly to these boots, and then be sure to head to anyasreviews.com, where I will be reviewing these in comparison to other barefoot hiking boots in the next few weeks.